Now it's just like, man, you got to have that time where you just like disconnect from the scene, just the race. Like, and it's a race that I've created in my head, you know? But you have to step away from it.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I can't find my way back to you until you make amends with the demons you've been through. And I can't regret leaving you alone. drown. Don't let me drown. Don't let me drown. Until you find your way back home.
Shit, I'm gonna kill this one, bruh.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the VPG World Cup quarterfinals. My name is George Overton, and we're here for the game versus England and Scotland. Leg 1 of 2. Whoever wins after both legs will be going through to the semi-finals of the VPG World Cup. England playing in the red, Scotland in the white this time. And this is, I think it's safe to say, a match with some fairly high stakes between some big rivals. England versus Scotland, a lot of history. Obviously sharing the same island, always been a debate there over who's the best team in the United Kingdom. Ball cleared away though by Scotland. A few changes to the starting lineup this week. With HMH Gamer in goal, Herefield at the back with Chazza coming in for his, I think, his first official game. Ace Scorpion also joined alongside him at the back, as coming forward Scotland HMH Gamer forced to come out and make his first save of the game. Birch and Jinx at CDM, with Artsfist and Jonah at right middle, left mid. Robbins at Cam, or LR season. Shells and KD up top as usual. Who's going to get the first chance? Ball whipped into the area, cleared away by Toshi. Jinx clears it up once again. Now it's Artsfist on the ball, looking to make something happen. But Zeth will come to make the tackle, put it behind for an England corner. Whipped in at the near post, nodded on. My uncle managed to clear it away. Now Scotland may be looking for a break. But Jinx has plenty of space, plenty of time to control the ball. And does it well. Birchie. LR season just put under a little bit of pressure there. KD7 looks to stride forward with a couple of ball rolls, a couple of step overs. Artsfist with lots of time, lots of space, but can't find the target that he wanted to. It was a really good opportunity to get that ball into one of the players in the box. There was quite a few. Uncle with the tackle. Shells, though, taking the ball away from him once again. Last season, whips it into the middle. K87. Packet pusher to Uncle. Birchie with a very nice interception there. Down this right-hand side of the field, 22 minutes in. Both teams kind of trying to find their footing in this game. Scotland having a harder time than England to do just that. England with a few chances they do like to get. They like those corners, playing them in at the near post. They also like running it down the wing and trying to pass it into the middle. Let's see if they can do it this time. Artsfist on the ball. Cross to the back post. Myrtle is there. Cleared away. Jonah with it. A little bit unlucky. Ball whipped in, but nobody really there. Scott just able to clear that one away. Now the captain, Herefield, picks it up for England. KD7 tackled by Zeth, but there was a foul. There was a play on given by the referee, so England will take the free kick and maybe look for an opportunity here. Artsfist standing over the ball. Looks to the power shot, straight into the wall this time. And behind for another England corner kick where they can look to use their usual tactics. Opt to not go for it this time, but it does fall nicely to Azza, who passes it down to the one man who always seems to come up on these corners in one way or another. The captain is Herefield. Puts England 1 goal ahead against Scotland in the semi-finals of the VPG World Cup. There's no bigger stage that you can pop up for your team. And he's done it here on the grandest stage. Managed to find a goal that puts England ahead in a game which is going to be tight. It's going to be scrappy. So England getting this goal in the first half an hour of the game is absolutely... well, it's perfect if you're an England fan. If you're a Scotland fan, you're hoping for a fast comeback. Let's see if they can get something here. Zeth with the shot, but straight into the wall of England players. Jonah comes out to collect the ball, clears it away. And now Shells and England looking to try and start that counter-attack fast. But Fraser makes the interception. Zeth whips in with the outside of the boot cross. Fraser once again. Birchie with the interception and some foul play. Referee calls for a free kick. Didn't really see what happened there, but either way. What is the plan here for Scotland? Just a short pass to Fraser, who looks to whip it into the middle, but blocked once again. I think it was by Birchie. Bounds for an England throw-in once again. As they look to try and get out of their own half. Scotland pressing very high here. Zeth on this left-hand side looks to give it to the striker, but Herefield with another great tackle, another great bit of play from the captain. Shells has Jonah waiting in the middle if he can find him, but Scott just going to come out, make the tackle, make it look nice and easy. That's tough to do when you're coming up against one of the best players in the world at FIFA. Lovely run from Artsfist, but the end product, the cross into the middle, not really good enough to trouble the Scotland defence. Ball played over the top, but Azza can quite easily come to claim that one. Scott Rennie with a nice tackle once again. ball nodded back by Scorpion, into touch by Birchie. Some good defending from England. Once again, it has to be said. Scotland also defending really well. I haven't really conceded any chances since the first goal, 30 minutes in. It's been mostly Scotland play since then. They've done a good job at trying to get back into this one, but still, the fact remains it is 1-0 to England going into the half-time break. Scotland have to make a comeback. They have 2 legs to do so. They have plenty of time, but it's got to be said, England holding the majority of possession, the one more shot, higher expected goals, higher pass rate, higher pass accuracy. But Scotland, they're doing the dirty work. They're getting the interceptions in. They're getting the tackles in. They're defending well. A chance is going to come eventually for them where England will be put under a lot of pressure. We'll have to see whether Scotland can take advantage of that, but we know England like to score more than 1 goal. I don't exactly know the exact average that England have been scoring over the last few games. But they do love to score a lot of goals here in this tournament. They have been doing so well. That's a massive tackle coming out there, and I'm surprised we don't see a yellow card, to be honest. A free kick in a very dangerous position for Scotland if they look to maybe go for this one. Big England wall in the way though. Al stepping up for it, gonna smash it. HMH game with an instinct reaction save, and it had to be fast, it had to be snappy. Love Jinx looks to spread the play fast, but unfortunately Scotland do intercept, but does well to regain possession once again. As I feel like England just caught in 2 minds at the moment. Seems like a few of the players want to get the ball forward as fast as possible. A few of the others just want to hold on to possession, be patient with it. Birchie. Got some space to run into here. Finds Jonah. Birchie again. Ball played into the middle, but not really too sure who it was to. Fraser down this right-hand side. Nice bit of skill to get past Birchie, but can't get past Jonah. As Uncle picks up the ball, looks to try and do something with it, but runs it into touch. Zeph with the effort on the volley, just margins wide. It would have been an absolutely incredible goal for Scotland, as they're starting to come into the game a lot more now. Scotland, they're getting chances, they're getting opportunities, they're starting to put a lot of pressure on England here. I don't know exactly when was the last time we saw attempt on goal out of England, but Scotland doing a very good job of holding them to this 1 goal so far. Good pass out wide from Jinx to Artsvist, who looks for the pass in the middle to LRCs and who tries to go on a little bit of a run, but straight into the wall of defenders there. Shells tackled by Uncle, and Fraser can pick up the ball and spread it through the defence. Scotland have a bit of space now to get the ball away. Herefield will regain the ball for England. Chaz loses out on the pass, a little bit wayward. Packet pusher. Jonah makes the tackle. Ace Scorpion makes the clearance, and definitely had to make the clearance there as the play on was given by the referee. There was a foul, and Scotland putting a lot of pressure on England here with the press, and it is very, very good to see. Well-drilled team here, this Scotland team. Done very well to get to this point in the competition. Coming up against England, it is going to be very difficult for them. We'll have to see if they can mount some sort of a comeback. But Foy with a fantastic save. And a nice bit of play from England once again. Shells just took the shot. Maybe he was thinking, you know what? Maybe it goes in, but you've got to buy a ticket if you want to win the raffle. So he had to do it. He had to put his name in his hat there. Whipped into the middle. Hayfield looks to nod it on. Keeper should be able to claim. Foy will indeed. 71 minutes into this one. England 1-0. England yet to improve on that 1 goal. That's through some fantastic Scotland defending so far this game. And pressing. And don't think we've seen many teams do this to England so far this tournament. So it's a good start for Scotland. Ball whipped in. Nobody's quite there. And Jones now on the ball. Looking to run through. Hayfield is on him. Looks to take them all on by himself. It's a great save from the goalkeeper. HMH Gamer once again standing strong. Making sure that England holds this clean sheet here. Inspirational goalkeeping. Artfist. Fraser with the tackle. LR season once again. And took a deflection. We'll go out for an England throw-in. It's fallen kindly to KD7. I'm not sure if he's even expected it. Foy with the save, but it's cleared away fast by Scotland as they knew it was in a dangerous position. Nice switch of play. Gets Scotland a little bit of space here. Fraser. Zeth with the roulette. Whips it into the middle. Chazza tries to clear the ball away, but doesn't get much on it. It's a lovely strike and another great save from HMH Gamer. Absolutely inspired, making sure he's keeping England's clean sheet here in this first leg. We'll have to see what Scotland can do in the second. There is still time for a cheeky late goal. Zeth with a good tackle gets the ball back. Over the top ball being played, but Hayfield is wise to the situation. Jones. Great interception by Birchie, and now England might look to go on somewhat of a counter-attack. KD7, nice little bit of skill to evade the defender and wins his team a free kick as well. 87 minutes into this game, once again just ticking down the clock. Making sure that Scotland don't get any chances, but the ball's given away straight from the free kick. Liam gives it to Uncle. Ball played over the top. Scorpion and Birchie. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication, but we will go out for a goal kick, so England will be happy about that one. Not too much pressure now as the clock ticks down. 1 minute left of in-game time to go. Scotland might get one last chance. Ball played over the top straight to Hayfield, and pretty sure England could just run this one out. Smash it into touch. That will be the full-time whistle being blown for the first game of the evening. That will be England winning 1-0 after the first leg. We still have a second leg yet to come. And yeah, well played from England to pick up the win in the first leg. But it's got to be said, Scotland defending so well and pressing England, making sure they can't get really many chances. Like, we've not seen a team do that to England that successfully before. I think since the group stages, most definitely, because England since the group stages since week 2, I don't think they've really had any opposition come up against them and really force them into these kind of areas, force them out of having many chances. And yeah, it was a really, really good half, really good first leg, sorry, from Scotland. We'll have to see whether they can improve on that, though, and look to get themselves a goal in the second leg and bring them back to level pegging. But while the players are getting into their positions and getting it into the club and getting their socks and their boots and everything like that on, we are going to quickly throw it to a little promo video about the VPG World Cup. Hopefully you enjoy it. We'll be back in a couple of moments' time.
Sherman to kill this one, bruh.
Que se la devuelve. ¡Qué golazo! ¡Qué golazo! ¡Qué golazo! ¡Qué golazo de la selección española! ¡Qué golazo de la rojimática!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the VPG World Cup quarter-final stages. And we are here for Scotland versus England, the second leg. As you can see, the England players just getting into their positions, getting ready to go. And then as soon as that happened, we will be getting into game. But it gives us a chance to quickly talk about the England lineup, which we didn't really get to touch on before the game started. So we've got HMH Gamer in goal, Hitterfield, Ace, Scorpion and Chazza in the centre-back and goalkeeper roles. We've got Birchie and Love Jinx in the CDM roles. We've got Myrtle, or I think that's Jonesy, in the left mid role. We've got Artsfist at the right mid position, always changing his PSN name. LR Season at Cam, and KD7 and Shells at the striker roles. So not too many changes, but there are a few. There are a few noticeable ones. Obviously being that Birchie playing at CDM today. Jones obviously sticking at the left mid position as well. A few changes, but you know, nothing too worrying. No alarm bells ringing if you are an England fan. A fairly well-experienced team, a very well-experienced team. Obviously the captain here, Field. I mean, most of the players in this side, all of the players in this side are very well-experienced at the club level. And that is why they've been chosen to represent their national team. That is safe to say. But we don't know too much about this Scotland team, to be fair. We don't know too much about, obviously, we know to the extent about the run they've made all the way to the quarterfinals so far, but we don't know a crazy amount of what their potential is, how good they are. Well, obviously they've got to be good to make it to the Pro Clubs World Cup quarterfinals. And just talking about the other teams that are playing today, or have maybe already played today, we've got Italy versus Algeria. I think England played them in their warm-up game. I think England actually managed to win 1-0. I think they only played one half, though. Poland versus France as well, kicking off at 8:45. And Germany versus Spain. So lots of big games, lots of massive European clubs. As you can see, all the players in their positions now. And I think the invites will be being sent out. But yeah, there's a chance for England versus Germany, England versus Italy. There's some massive real-life rematches to be seen if England do move through. But you've got to say it'd be a massive upset if Scotland did manage to topple England and move through to the semi-finals. Well, they're one goal down currently. 1 goal down, moving on into the second leg. So we'll have to see whether they can topple England, but I'm not too sure what's going on right now. Maybe just waiting on Scotland to finish their Iron Brews, and then hopefully we'll be getting into game. But a great first game, it's got to be said, for Scotland. You know, saying everything, the goal aside, you know, they defended well. They put a lot of pressure on England, and that's what we haven't really... We've seen a lot of clubs do it, but we haven't seen too many teams do it really well. Scotland did do it really well. They caused a lot of issues for England. It didn't seem like England were quite comfortable. They weren't playing down the wings as much as they usually do. But England, obviously, with the 1 goal advantage coming into this second leg, do they have what it takes to move on to the VPG World Cup semi-final? One of England's biggest rivals of all time stand in their way. They do have that 1 goal advantage, like I've said a couple of times. Will England take advantage of that? Will England be able to make it through? We'll have to see, because we are ready and rearing to go. England versus Scotland, second leg, VPG World Cup semi-finals. Sorry, quarterfinals. Semi-final spot on the line. But here we go. We are in game and underway. England in the white, Scotland in their home kit, the blue. Shells. Looks to give it to KD7, but can't quite make anything of it. And a player that might have just came in for Scotland, maybe a substitution, Glancy, Birchie, Jinx, LR Season, Roulette from KD7, but that Scotland defence doing their job once again. Ace Scorpion defending high up the field, looks to make the pass to LR Season. Another interception from Ace Scorpion, doing his defensive duties very well. Shells, lovely bit of skill. Oh my word. It's an absolutely beautiful Elastico. Nobody knows where to go. Nobody even knows where he's going. But absolutely smashes it into the back of the net. Goalkeeper, no chance. And that is 1-0 here for England in the second leg. That means 2-0 on aggregate. Scotland need to find a goal sooner rather than later if they want to make this comeback happen. They need to score 2 to bring it level, 3 to take the match. That's a very bright start for England. They did have somewhat of a bright start in the first leg, scoring after 30 minutes. Chance though, Arts Fist. Good tackle by Zeth. And fires it away down the other end, but Ace Scorpion once again can receive the ball. Jinx looks to play it down the wing. Herefield being blocked out, being pressed out of the game. Zeth now. Love Jinx comes through, makes the tackle, but referee says it's not a clean one. It looked clean to me, I'm not going to lie. It looked like he got the ball, but we'll have to give the referee the benefit of the doubt. Free kick for Scotland here in a rather dangerous position. Are they going to cross it? Are they going to go for the shot? Fraser looks to pass it through the middle, but Birchie, aware of the situation, manages to make the interception. Uncle. Ball played in. It's a great ball. Don't know if England really expected it, but Glancy just glances it past the post. Uncle with the pass intercepted by Jonah. Zeth takes on the shot, but a lot of England bodies in the way, making sure there's no chance of that ball going through. Shot comes out once again, blocked away. KD7 can regain possession for England here, and LR Season could potentially send Artsfist on a run. Gonna go for the power shot, green timed. Foy with the instinct reaction, just drops down to his right, makes a save, and a good save at that. England whipped in at the front post, header, hits the bar, hits the post. Oh my word, what is going on here? A lovely cross, a lovely corner being played. Hits the bar, a lovely header. Just a little bit unfortunate. Offside from Packet Pusher. 22 minutes in, this game seems to have instant classic written all over it. Scotland trying to play fast, aggressive football. England trying to retain their lead. Trying to get more. Fraser, just a little dink into the middle, but HMH Gamers read it. Managed to pick up the ball once again. KD7 under a lot of pressure. 3 Scotland players looking to make the tackle. Somehow Scotland have come out the other end with the ball. Artfist wins the header, but intercepted well. Glancy. Herefield manages to cover. And a little bit unfortunate, puts it straight into touch. Artfist. Shells. Couple of step overs, manages to get the ball to KD7. And last season puts the ball in the middle, but no one's really there. Jonah goes up for the header, does well, manages to get it to Birchie. Artfist in an offside position as we reach the 30th minute mark, as this point in the game was where England scored in the first leg. Currently 1-0 here in the second leg as well. Shells. Uncle with a nice bit of skill manages to avoid the onslaught of England players looking to try and press him off the ball. KD7 could play it through the middle, but chooses not to. Birchie receives it, so does Love Jinx, and now Artfist out on this right hand side with a bit of space. Toshi manages to make the tackle. It goes out for another Scotland throw here down on this right hand side. England getting a lot of the ball in Scotland's half here. You've got to feel like a chance is coming sooner rather than later. Birchie, LR Season, Artfist, KD7 back to LR Season. Now it's Shells with the shot deflected, but not really proving any troubles for Foy as he clears the ball away. And that's the worrying thing about if you're a Scotland fan at the moment. The amount of possession England are getting in Scotland's half. I know it's, you know, that they're making the tackle, they're making the interception eventually. It's usually that last pass, that last tackle that's making that happen. And good tackle from Glancy. Puts it into touch for an England goal kick. Zeth plays it into the middle. Chazza manages to win the ball, clears it away and does well. Gets it well clear. Shells. Only 3 Scotland players back in defence here. KD7, he lunges, tries to make the tackle. Is this going to be the opportunity? LR Season, they're going to just walk it into the back of the net, passing it around in the box. They don't care. LR Season, the man to put it into the back of the net. Shells maybe should have took the shot on himself. But that is just how unselfish this England team is. Looking for the perfect opportunity and, well, maybe they overcooked it a little bit too much, but I'm sure the meal came out nice and tasty regardless. It was a good goal, and that'll be England going in with a 2-goal lead after the first half. 3-0 now on aggregate. And for me, you know, the Scotland team hasn't managed to score yet. Are they going to be able to score 3 goals in one half? We shall have to see. You can see there once again, England, such a high percentage of possession. Only a couple more interceptions, but you know, look at the tackles from Scotland. 27. They're trying their best. They are defending like their lives depend on it. But England just keep coming at you. They just keep coming and coming. As we edge closer towards this second half, Scotland just need to throw absolutely everything forward, and we've seen them throwing more players forward. We've seen their left back and right back going forward for attacks, and you know it's been leaving holes in the back of the defence, and that is why England were able to create that second goal. But we'll have to see if Scotland can make something happen. It all starts with the first goal. Ball played in from the throw-in. Header won by Zeth. Birchie. Uncle with the interception, but it's not fallen very kindly. Artsfist with a chance. Red time finish. Could have been a chance for a third goal here in this game. But well played by the Scotland goalkeeper. Artsfist with a lovely bit of close control. Lovely bit of dribbling. He's got players in the box here. If he can find them. Chooses to go back to Airfield. Jinx. Birchie back to Jinx. Artsfist again. Lovely roulette. Can he get past another though? Toshi makes the tackle. And that will go into touch for a goal kick. So, you know, it's difficult for Scotland here. It's got to be said. It's difficult. England, they play such high-paced football. They press really high up the field as well. It does make it incredibly hard to defend against, and you know, if you're trying to make a comeback, you want to send more players forward. But the thing about England is they are also so good at defending, and then that opens up holes out wide. You can see here so many England players forward. Last season whipped into the area. Should be easy to claim for Foy. Does manage to come out and do so. Birchie. Toshi with the interception there, and LRC manages to get in between him and the ball, wins it back for England. Jones. Chazza manages to cut out the ball, manages to make the tackle, as plenty of Scotland players forward here, but just unable to be linking the passes together, unable to find the men. Lovely little flick then from Chazza as the ball's played over the top, maybe for Shells to run to, but well defended from Scotland again. Fraser with the rainbow flick hasn't gone right. And it'll go into touch for a Scotland goal kick once again, as only just under half an hour left here in this second half of the second leg. KD7. Murder with the tackle. Birchie plays it into the box for Artsfist. Foy with a massive save. Keeps Scotland in it, but unable to make the counter-attack happen. Shells. Nice bit of skill. Lovely touch. Manages to get it back. Oh my word. If he only beat the one last defender, that would have been an absurd skill run. That would have been absolutely incredible. Artsfist. Zeth. Glancy. Scotland coming forward, but the pass just not the one, unfortunately, in this situation for Scotland. England with some risky passes. HMH Glamour just gets it clear. Jonah wins the header. KD7. Artsfist looks to win the ball back, but it will be a free kick for England once again. Harefield just so smart, just so good at defending. Artsfist. Toshi with the tackle once again, and one of the standout players for me from Scotland, Toshi, as packet pusher, offside once again. Artsfist makes the tackle onto Zeth. Zeth wins it back, puts it all the way to Uncle, and now maybe a chance for Scotland. They've got men forward. Zeth gives it to Fraser, but just wide of the post. goes out for a goal kick. Didn't even really trouble HMH Gamer. I think he knew it was going wide. Artsfist gets fouled once again, and already on a yellow card. Jones needs to be careful. Artsfist, Glancy with the tackle. Goes into touch for an England throw-in again. And Artsfist faking the throw-in. Looks like he was going to throw it in for a goal kick. Throws it in towards the England players, all grouped up. Birchie, Liam with the tackle. Foy with the pass back to Liam. And cleared away up the other end of the field. Birchie with the interception. Nice bit of skill. I think England just putting on a bit of a show at the moment. Don't think they're really too bothered, in a comfortable position. 3-0. I think they know, as well as anybody else that is watching at home, that this game is as good as done, unless there is a chance here for Scotland. No. Offside as we reach the 83rd minute. Our last season. Myrtle. Birchie passes it back to Foy. Lets the keeper claim it. Lets the keeper collect the ball. Artsfist. Oh, surely not going to go for a shot from 45 yards out or whatever it is. 86 minutes through this one. England 3-0 on aggregate. Looking to move on to the semi-finals of the VPG World Cup. Would be a very big achievement for England to move on to that semi-final, but with the expectations set on them like they were in the opening days of the tournament, the opening games, we were talking about just the level of expectations that England really has set on them, and a lot of people expecting England to go on to win the whole thing, and you've got to say they are looking like they could just do that. Semi-final, though, is upon them, and that's obviously going to be a tough task. We'll have to see who they do indeed come up against. Ball whipped in, last chance of the game. A Scorpion with his opportunity to get a goal. Whipped in once again by Artsfist. And cleared away by Scotland. And that will be the full-time whistle being blown. England will pick up the win. England will move on to the semi-final of the VPG World Cup, where they will be facing, well, there's a few teams that they could face that could be very, very interesting. I'm not too sure who's gone through in the other games yet. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But, you know, if I wanted to choose one game, one team for them to go up against that I'd really like to watch, I think it's got to be Germany. But Germany going up against Spain, obviously a very tough task, so we'll have to see if that one comes through. But either way, England 3-0 on aggregate against Scotland. And at the end of the day, England really are showing up here in this tournament. They're showing that, you know, they can really perform on the highest stages, and we'll have to see how they do get on in the semi-final, as a tougher task, I'm sure, does indeed approach them. And we'll have to see, you know, they've got a lot of pressure on them. Obviously, they've got a lot of expectations set on them, England. But, you know, they're showing they can play as a team. They play as a solid unit. And we'll have to see how they get on, though, next week. Same time, same place as always. But yeah, that's all we've got to show for you today, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the stream. Hopefully you did enjoy the games. And hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of the commentary as well. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. You can probably tell I'm suffering with a little bit of a throat issue at the minute, but I'm sure we'll be alright. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you same time, same place for the VPG World Cup semi-finals. My name has been George Overton, and we'll see you next time.